morning, students. I hope you have been safe this week. It is time once again for school. You can see I'm in my office. I'm going to give you guys a quick update. We're going to focus this week specifically on vocabulary to give you guys an opportunity to catch up again. So let's take a look at what's been happening while you've been sheltering in place. Our riddle of the day today. Got a little plant, a little underground action. Wonder what that could mean. Most important thing to be looking at right now is our current totals in the United States. This is the definition of exponential growth. You can see in 1 week, we have gone to 135,738 cases as of right now, which is Sunday evening, March 29th. And sadly, 2,300 fatalities nationwide. Arkansas has 421 confirmed cases with 5 fatalities, but Asa Hutchinson, our governor, announced that they're having some trouble with testing because they're running very low on necessary testing supplies, which is slowing down our discovery rate. Hopefully, people are sheltering in place and trying to reduce the curve as much as possible. Let's talk about today's main concern. The virus is very well adapted at spreading among humans, and that seems to be one of the reasons it's spreading so quickly. So since we're studying evolution, our terms of the day are fitness and adaptation. You can see here the virus itself is very important to note. It's not an organism, but it behaves as one as soon as it's inside a host. And this allows it to be vulnerable and fit the rules of what we call evolution. So the fitness of this organism is very high because it survives and reproduces in its environment very well, in this case, human bodies. And it has gained an adaptation to help it survive through simple mutation. It's escaped its original host, which some say was either a pangolin or possibly a bat, and jumped species. You can see the structure of the virus here. It is not an organism. It does not have DNA. It has RNA, which is the instructions when it takes over a cell and makes humans sick. It tells the cell, stop making things for the cell, make viruses instead. On the outside here, you see these are protein spikes. This allows it to hack and gain access to the human cell. And then this is the protein envelope. It is not a cell. It doesn't have a cell membrane. It doesn't have a cell wall. Bacteria and humans and other organisms with a nucleus have a cell membrane, have a cell wall. This does not have a cell membrane or a cell wall, and it is not a cell, so it cannot be a living organism, even though they behave like they are. So these make it very easy to trick a human cell, specifically in the nose or the mouth or the respiratory system, and allow the virus to enter very easily, despite the fact that we have very good defenses. That is how viruses work. This virus has a special adaptation which allows it to be undetected in humans for a period of time of up to 2 weeks. So it can lay dormant, silent, while it reproduces and spreads without making symptoms in people. That is one of the reasons why the virus is spreading so quickly throughout the world, because people can spread the virus without actually being symptomatic, is what we call it. So this virus has an adaptation, so it spreads very quickly, which increases its fitness. These are both words of the week that we're going to be focusing on. This is literally what we're studying right now. So these are two very good terms to talk about. As we discuss a little deeper this week, we're going to talk about how these two terms apply to actual organisms. But I figured your first day back, you might be wondering, why is this virus so scary to everyone? Well, it's because one of its adaptations is allowing it to spread silently without symptoms. People are spreading it to other people. This is why we are social distancing, why we're spending more time apart, because of this new adaptation. And the fitness of this organism, remember, it's not about how it works out. It's just, can it reproduce quickly? Well, yes, because it spreads through coughing, contact, and it has another adaptation. It can survive on a surface for a very, very long time, which is why we're not meeting in our school building, which is why we're meeting now in my office with my little backwards Wolverine poster behind me. We'll work on trying to reverse that and fix it. This brings us to our riddle of the day answer. It is the square root. And I chose this one because I've been spending time outside, working on a garden. Anything I can do to keep my hands busy and clean. Wash your hands. And our scientist of the day is Dr. Anthony Fauci. He's a member of the Coronavirus Task Force. He received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2008 for his work on HIV virus. And he is doing his best to keep all of us in America safe. He's advising the president with good science. That is the goal. Good science. I want you guys focusing on your vocabulary words and be up to date for Wednesday and Thursday. Please be safe. Your assignment is in Google Classroom. I'll be posting a question.